Hello, everyone. Welcome to Late Enough with Mama J. As you can see, I'm wearing a lovely tiara because I'm next to the beautiful Miss Maria Godet.
Hello, everybody.
And her beautiful tiara, much bigger. She let me borrow hers just for this evening because we're talking about pageants and volunteering and the giving back in society and her journey to the crown and what she plans on doing with her life as a pageant queen and going around doing pageants and helping people and just being God's angel.
Yes, ma'am.
So welcome. Thank you for joining us. I hear that you had to push everybody out of your way with your big old truck.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you're from Texas, is it?
No, I'm actually, I originated out of Minnesota.
But you got a country accent.
And then I went down to Oklahoma area.
Oklahoma.
Yes, ma'am.
I know what it was. You were out in Texas last week.
That's right.
Yes, you were visiting a special someone. Ooh. And we also have today Mama Kay, who she has her angelic voice with us. So welcome, Miss Co-host Mama Kay.
Thank you.
Everyone, I hope you really enjoy our show tonight. If you'd like to call in, the call-in number is 813-639-8255. Did I get that right, Gary? Yes, he gave me a thumbs up. Awesome. So anyways, Miss Maria, I have to do it with the accent.
That's fine.
So you came from Minnesota down to Oklahoma, and how old were you? What got you into the whole pageant journey anyways? Like, tell us your story. We want to know.
Okay.
Who is Maria Godet?
My main inspiration was my mother. She was born without legs from the knees down and was a pageant queen for Shriners Hospital.
Wow.
And she was an inspiration to children who had to get amputations, arms, legs, and they would have her go into the rooms with the children and allow them to see that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that you still can carry on with life and still live your dream and be just as fine with or without.
Oh, yes.
And
definitely.
so I got the blessing to be a daughter of hers.
Oh, my goodness. We already have a phone call. Hello. Welcome to Late Enough with Mama J. You're on the internet air with Mama J, Mama K, and Maria Godet. What's your question?
Mama J, it's Zach.
Hey, Zach. How are you, dear?
We miss
I'm all right. I apologize for missing your show tonight. I had a personal family issue I had to take care of.
We understand. We're sending you love and prayers, dear.
Well, I just wanted to call in and wish you all the best. I'm watching your show at the moment from my laptop, so...
Oh, good.
Fabulous. You're missing Miss United States right here. You know that.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at her. She's beautiful. And so are both of you, too.
Thank you.
And so is Gary.
Yes. We love Gary. We love you, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
Yes, we miss you, Zach.
But
Well, I'll be back next week. It's all good.
yes,
good,
as
good.
long as you're all right.
Yes.
I'm working on it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, if you need anyone to talk to, you can contact me on Facebook or give me a call, and I'll help you through whatever. Okay.
And remember, folks, if you want to tweet her, it's Mama J 3511.
Aw, thank you, Zach. And this is why I've adopted him as my son.
That's just great right there.
He's so sweet. Well, you get better and be all right for your family members and friends, okay?
Thank you very much. You guys have a great show and a great rest of your evening.
You too, darling.
Take care,
Bye,
sweetie.
Zach.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, alrighty. So that was Zach, our regular producer, but being so kind and nice to call in and wish us a happy, good trails to us. No. So at any rate, as you were saying, your mother had actually been Was she an amputee? Or
She was
actually
born. She was actually born without legs from the knees down.
Oh, wow.
And she had a lot of struggles in life.
Oh, of course.
But she's just one of those
strong
spirits.
I mean, she'll put me times 10 over.
Oh, I would love to meet her one day. You got to bring her.
I'll definitely bring her. She's a character now.
By all means.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, she really, really put heart into a lot of children and a lot of people. And then to have that for a mother, it made me just who I am today.
That's beautiful.
Yes, that's wonderful.
I know. I want to cry now because I think about how strong she is.
Yes.
Yeah. But the fact that you're a woman, that you're in the pageant world and you deal with a lot of judgment of being perfect, of being flawless, of all of this. And then for you to come from a mother that showed you that regardless of perfection is imperfection.
I know.
Because as long as you have the divinity within you and you know that you're created by the higher good, the higher power, God, that's ultimately what matters the most.
Absolutely.
And you're a gift, and she realized within herself that she was a gift and that she was going to raise you up as a gift so you can shine your light for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really a blessing and magnificent.
Yes,
I
and
know
you're
it
definitely a light worker.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And my father, I have to give hats off to him too. They were married when she was very young, 16.
Wow.
And still married.
Oh, bless them.
I come from a very strong family of morals.
Yes.
Yes.
You're from Minnesota, honey. Of course you do.
He took her on, and they've been happily married as if they just met yesterday.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And they have 4 children, and I'm
Wonderful.
So where are you in the lineup?
I'm in the baby.
You're the baby girl.
You're the baby. Ah.
See, I'm the oldest of 5.
Oh my goodness.
And that beautiful woman there is who had us.
Yeah.
So our moms, they're strong.
rock.
They got some tenacity, don't
rock.
they?
They rock. They sure know they're the ladies, don't they?
Oh, yes, for sure. So how old were you when you started doing your pageants and everything?
I was about 12 when I first started pageants. And so I've got a lot under my belt.
Yeah. You kind of are a veteran then.
I'm a veteran.
Yes.
I am a veteran.
And you know what it takes
I know. But
and everything.
where I gained this title, my hats go off to, next to my mother, is the Dawn Reese Show. And Miss Dawn Reese. She has been my beck and call next to everything.
Really?
She's
Oprah.
right on it. No, I mean, she's close to Oprah. She's become a best friend and a very, very major influence in my life.
A wonderful mentor for you.
Yes, absolutely. She actually finds she takes my weaknesses and makes them strengths.
Really?
Just like my mother.
Fantastic.
And she's out there just chucking along and working as hard as she is.
Oh, that's beautiful. Because a lot of people, what they'll do is, if they know what your weaknesses are, they'll like hammer you.
Absolutely.
And put you down even more instead of wanting to take it for what it is and, shining it up and making it shine.
Absolutely.
And so the fact that you've been able to find somebody, or she has found you to be able to do that, that's another blessing in your life.
Oh, it so is.
Indeed.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's just amazing that for all of us to at some point come into our lives where we find those people that will look at our weaknesses and look at our strengths, but still love us unconditionally and want to raise us up from our weaknesses. I mean, because I'm quirky as can be. And I'm totally using that as a strength these days. So I totally get it, and I totally understand. That would be great. Is Donna listening? Did you tell her that you were going to be on it?
She's definitely listening. She's definitely listening. I've asked her to attend, but she's got other prior engagements.
Oh, because she could do a quick call and say, "Hey, girl."
She just might.
So when you got this title, the Miss Showbiz United States, that was a local pageant that you did within the past 90 days, was it? Or
Yes, within the last 90 days.
Okay.
And since then, my main goal is to keep kids in school, be cool, stay in school.
Yeah.
And attend as much as possible with any kind of organization, charities to, I'm going to be visiting local children's hospitals. Right now I'm set to go next week with All Children's here in St. Petersburg.
Wonderful.
And I'm going to come in there and I'm going to do meet and greets with all the children and just lighten their day and treat them like royalty.
Yes.
And
By all means.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And every child likes horses, so I'm going to let them know my
Oh,
rodeo background that I have.
I did catch some of your footage, of your pictures on Facebook because we are now friends. We're friends, but did you notice? And she knows how to ride a horse. And you do the fancy stuff with them, don't you?
Yeah, I do like the fireworks, which is called pyro, and but I haven't been able really.
You like to play with fire.
I
don't
do.
you?
I haven't been as involved with it just because of so much else is going on.
Right.
From modeling to acting. I just started green in the acting field.
Oh, congratulations. I'm green too.
Yeah.
How's the color look on me?
And then with all the pageant stuff.
Right.
And trying to just be focused.
Isn't it hard
Oh.
when you have so many things that you know that you're good at, that you want to get done, and it's like you want to do everything all at once, but then you're like, whoa, let me just take 12 steps back and do one thing at a time.
Absolutely.
And it's still difficult because you start getting with your momentum.
Yep.
And you're just like, boom, 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 boom.
That's right.
And you can't do that.
No. And you get really lost very fast.
Yes.
So just be focused and make goals. And my heart is so big that I always try to help out to everybody, but and I have to apologize because sometimes I can't respond to everybody. But
of course, but it comes with the territory, and it's something that as you're going through your journey and your process and everything, I'm sure you're going to find the rhythm of the juggle.
That's right.
Because you also are a mom as well, correct?
That's correct.
And how does your little one respond to knowing that her mommy is a pageant queen?
Well, she's not quite old enough to understand.
No.
But she's 3.5, and whenever she sees me get all dressed up, she's asking questions where I'm going. She thinks I'm going to be in a fairy tale or some kind of cartoon.
Right.
And she's always begging to have my crown, so I make sure that I give her crowns that I've won in the past, and I put them on her and make her play the part as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get her involved. But there's no way I'm going to push it on her unless it's of choice.
Good.
Right.
And so what do you think of those reality shows, Tots and Tiaras?
A lot of it I feel is fed just to get the show going, and I don't have I don't like any negativity or any kind of drama, but with the moms out there pushing like that on that sitcom or that reality show, I don't know what to say about it. I guess it's just
It's show business.
Yes.
Yes.
If it's them trying to
Yes.
make a show, they're doing a very good job.
Right.
Right. Well, as you have been in the industry of pageantry for quite some time, have you seen the little girls really that heavily dosed with makeup, or is that something on that show that is just
No, that's all real.
really?
They get their spray tans. They get
Oh, wow.
eyes, lashes, extensions. They get it all.
Wow.
Really?
That's just a premiere of what they go through. There's some moms out there that will diet their children. Yes.
Oh my!
It's really
goodness.
sad. It
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Because I know I had all 4 of my daughters when they were little. I wanted them to have the experience of just being in a pageant. And I had found a young woman that she showed them how to walk and pose and everything
I remember.
else.
Her name was Tammy.
Yes. And she did a terrific job. I just wanted each one of my girls to at least one time get a crown, because then I wasn't going to push them. They all had just a good time. They wore pretty dresses, and we did it, and we put on a little bit of makeup, but I just wanted them to have the experience of feeling like little princesses.
That's right.
And having that kind of experience in their lives so that they could remember it and grow with it.
That's right.
Well, I do have, it is just apropos that I would have the pageant experience, right? That I was in one of the local ones around here. I think it was Miss Clearwater 19 something. And I was about 13, 14 years old. And I was competing with some other state pageant winners. And like, there was competition. I'm this shy girl. I know you don't believe me now, but I was a shy girl back then and very insecure with myself. So I'm looking at all these other girls thinking, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And I'm just, well, to my surprise, after we go through the whole pageant thing, they're calling the names. I didn't get third, and I'm like, oh, cripeys, because I was going to be happy with third place. I aim low just so I don't have any disappointment.
You have to set your goals lower. And then
yeah, and then so I was like, they didn't call my name for third, and I'm like, okay, well maybe for second. That didn't happen. Okay, maybe for first. But beyond first, I wasn't thinking anything else. And I didn't get called for first place either. Well, then all of a sudden they called my name for winner. And I was so surprised and excited at the same darn time that back then we had the very long, flowy, big puffy dresses.
Yeah.
As I got up, I was tripping over my dress, going up to the stage to receive my crown. And I remember standing up there saying, I hope no one noticed. I hope nobody noticed. And I'm just smiling with my cheesy grin like, oh my gosh, I hope no one noticed that I almost fell on my face coming up here.
At least you have that for a memory.
Yes.
And everybody just overrode it.
Yes. And so that was my, like, the last time I ever did a pageant. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I was tripping over my dress. I got a crown. I'm good. I don't need to do it again. Right.
That's awesome.
But, you know, I wouldn't mind doing fitness competitions. That's my goal in the next couple of years, to find a trainer, get myself down to my weight when I was a gymnast. Not that I would be at the weight that I was when I was a gymnast, because I was like 9.
You'd be a pick.
But the muscle tone, the muscle memory that happens from being a gymnast and a dancer, I'm sure you work out quite a bit, so you understand what I'm saying. I think when we met, I was like, how do you get your waist so small? You're like, I'm working out, honey. 6 days a week.
Yeah, 7.
7. Okay, you don't even give yourself a rest?
Oh, sometimes. I'm sick.
If you're sick. So what's your favorite cheap food?
My favorite cheap food. Oh boy.
Because you cheat.
I love my coffee. My lattes.
Yeah.
I love them.
Starbucks.
Yes, ma'am. And I will eat the death out of raw almonds and cashews, like the nuts. Oh my goodness. I could founder on them.
So that's to use like chocolate then, right?
Chocolate is a weakness.
It is a weakness.
It is a weakness. Dark chocolate, I love it.
Yes.
Have you tried the dark chocolate with pomegranate in it?
I haven't.
Ooh.
Where do you get that?
What's our secret? So you got to come back and then we'll give you some.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where do you find that at?
It's our secret.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're totally. Taste of heaven, baby.
Awesome.
Taste of heaven.
And good for you.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Antioxidants and
Yes.
and all that good stuff. So
Definitely.
but veering back onto your title as Miss Showbiz, what is your biggest goal that you're going for? Like, what's going to happen next for you now that you've won this particular title? Does this mean, are you going to the world pageant? Are we going to have to watch you on TV?
More than likely you will. Yes.
Okay, good.
I am going to be, what my job is and what I've taken on for the responsibility is a reporter. I do and report celebrities or anybody that's got and carries a high title.
Oh.
I want to bring the importance out in people. And so, Miss Dawn Reese, the Dawn Reese Show, I go around as a reporter for her because I'm giving back to what she's done for me.
Aww,
and I do interviews with people
Mm-hmm.
and subject to finding out and allowing other people to know what their importance is on life.
Mm-hmm.
I believe everybody is born with, like, they're placed on this earth
For a purpose.
For a purpose.
Yes.
And
yes, by all means.
For someone to go out and try to interview them and what is your dreams? Don't ever give up on them.
Oh, no.
Because
No.
they will, you can fulfill them.
Mhm.
Oh, most definitely.
It's just there's a lot of people that back down and think they
They
can't.
do.
Exactly.
And you just got to have a ton of faith and,
Right.
and just carry the spirit, you
Right.
know.
Carry the torch.
Carry the
Yes,
spirit. You
and
just don't
know
ever give up
that-
on your dreams
and-
because
Yeah.
I have many times thought, okay, I've hit my peak
Mm-hmm.
and I just got to keep going. You got to always remind
Exactly.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to
keep going.
constantly switch it up. Like if something isn't working a particular way after about 90 days or 6 months or a couple years, you want to kind of switch your thought processes and stuff like that. And I can honestly say that I'm like I was saying a couple weeks ago on my show, there had been a point in my life that on the outside I looked like I had it all together and the dream was happening and everything. But on the inside, I was wavering because there was still something within myself that I was personally lacking within myself. That self-love, that self-respect, that self-integrity. And now with everything that I've been through the past 6-7 years myself of redefining myself in such a way that I'm like, oh, I found myself again, the authentic, true, beautiful spirit, because we go through a time in our life where we have our egos that are feeding our path and take us in a total opposite direction.
Absolutely.
And then something happens where we have to get reconnected with our true soul, our true spirit, our true divine connection.
Absolutely.
And then once you lock into that mode, then that's when you can really go in the direction of your dreams.
Absolutely. You got to love yourself before you love others. That's that's a sure given fact.
Yes. So do you plan on doing anything special for little girls or is it just boys and girls?
Well, I also judge pageants
Oh,
and
great.
do a lot of red carpet deals.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to do as much as possible as far as the younger kids and just the youth. My heart goes out to the children.
Yeah.
I just want the message across to them to just keep focused, keep patience, time. If you have that dream, you will fulfill it if you put it in your heart enough and have plenty of faith.
Yeah, it might
Right.
take 10, 20 years.
It
but
might take a while. I know it took me a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't happen overnight.
Oh,
A lot of people give up and they settle
Yes. Oh, definitely.
because they think it's going to flick of a switch.
Mm-hmm.
It's guidance and time, patience, and faith.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And love.
Definitely
a
love.
lot of love.
If you're not in your heart space as you're pursuing what it is that you're pursuing, then everything ends up being emptiness.
That's right.
And you create that void within yourself. And then that ends up being the monopoly effect and why people do end up giving up on their dreams and do give up on themselves and give up on life and anything else.
That's right.
So it's definitely important. I am really becoming a spokesperson for that myself. And I love humor.
You got. I think the motto in life is laughter is the best medicine.
It truly is.
It is.
Yes,
you have to have it in order to
get through life,
That's right.
especially when you hit those bumps.
Yes.
And so, what is one of the hardest challenges that you have had to go through or struggle with on your journey?
My father had gotten sick. He was stage 3 cancer of colon cancer. And to try to remain focused, that was really tough because he is my root in life and has been one of my number one supporters. And when you have someone that's so close that is so sick and you're trying to focus and you can't because you don't know how you have undivided attention.
Right.
And so when you have someone that's experiencing that, you just have no clue. And that's when you lean to others. And when you find out who your friends are.
That's a doozy, isn't it?
And then
like,
your
wow.
faith in God.
Yes.
And if it is your time to go, it's just parts of life.
Right.
So it's the acceptance.
Exactly.
It's just the acceptance. But it was really a struggle for me. It really was.
I'm sure it was. Yes.
Well, I have a feeling that your faith in God is what really pulled you through, and then having your mother there.
Absolutely.
You know. So has your father did he end up recovering or did he end up transitioning?
He is in remission now for 5 years.
Oh,
Fantastic.
wow.
He should have had
That's a miracle.
I know.
Yes,
He
that
should have
is
had
a
his
real miracle.
I know.
Yes.
I know. I bless and thank God for every last second that
Thank
yes,
you,
oh
thank
my
you,
goodness.
thank you.
I can't say it enough. And it's brought me a lot more closer to this, to just God itself and my faith. It's just brought in so much more of
gratitude.
Life. And I can't, there's just no words to explain. They say that those that you that can't explain their feelings are the deepest.
Right.
Exactly.
And I
I'm
just,
right there with you,
I
sister.
know, and I'm terrible at it, but it has brought me and lightened up life to me to look at it in a whole different perspective.
Oh,
And as well as my father. But he does have his port still in. And he's one of those real superstitious that if he has it removed, it'll probably come back. And so we are always on high lookout, though, for him.
Right, right.
Yes.
And so how do your other siblings relate to you of being the one that went after the crown, per se? And
They're really good. They're real supportive, too. And they've got their own lives that they're out, but they're always there, one phone call away. And they just always knew when I was little something big's going to happen.
That you
with
were
her.
the star.
Yes. Something's different about her.
Yes.
Were you a little quirky in your own little ways?
I was a tomboy, believe it or not.
Really?
When I was a kid, I was all horse.
Yes.
I just everything
You
was
loved
horses.
your
I wanted
horses.
my tack and trailer and everything prepared before the horse came.
Oh,
So I started collecting even before I got into it.
Oh, wow.
And my family goes back into the rodeo circuit. And so it's there.
Wow.
And it helped encourage me to who I am today. All my decisions. I don't regret any of them.
No,
That is
fantastic.
amazing. That's so beautiful.
Yes.
Very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
I have all kinds of accents. You just have no idea who's going to pop out next.
You're just making us laugh. That's good. We bless it.
Best thing to do. Most definitely. So what are your plans in the next 5 to 10 years?
Inspiring others. Providing the best life that my mother did for my daughter. Giving those back to what they've done for me. Oh my goodness, the list goes on. Becoming more closer, getting a lot more stronger with anything that I encounter. Remaining positive, focused, patience.
Yeah, staying positive is that's a challenge sometimes, because sometimes you'd rather just go.
I know it. And keep them goals still set.
Right.
You know, I'm not done yet, and I'm far from it. And learning new things every day.
Right.
So are you planning on also being a correspondent on E! News?
I don't know. More than I hope.
Or
I've had a lot of
or-
opportunities as far as hosting
Really?
positions. Modeling career, I hope to strengthen that. That's a passion.
Right.
Even getting more involved with my horses and
Mhm.
rodeoing and trying to incorporate everything all into one and finding my strengths.
Yeah.
And getting
Finding your niche
That's right.
Mhm.
that'll fit you.
Absolutely.
For you, and then be inspiring for other people, because we're all connected on so many levels, and whatever you do could inspire me and Mama Kay and Gary, and then whatever we do could turn around and inspire you, and then intricately we can inspire one another, and that's ultimately what we're all here on this planet for.
That's right.
So that'll be a really wonderful, wonderful thing that we'll be looking forward to. So do you have anything that you want to ask Miss Maria?
Oh, well, just that she's having a good time and having good experiences with this whole experience.
Yes, so far so good. It has definitely allowed me to meet and have the opportunity to meet some amazing people. And like you said, just the message other people will say will inspire you so much. And I'm one of those people who's so picky. And
No, you're picky?
Yes. And I like to try to take everything in stride. With whatever somebody says, I'll read it to death and try to make sure I absorb it and get it exactly right on how they say it. And you can't be like that.
No.
You can't. I've got to learn to let go on some things.
Yeah,
Right,
just
right.
go with the flow. Just
Yes.
run with it.
That's right. I'm learning that.
Yes.
I think I've gotten that one down.
Yes.
I just kind of, whoa. Oh, I said what? Oh, well.
That's right. That's right.
But you got to make life interesting and everything. So your mentor, Donna Reese, you have something that you're doing to try and get to her show or something. What is that exactly?
Oh, yes. I'm trying to get as many votes as I can. It's called, it's a Fashion Hero.
Mm.
And I just got on my own page today. It's an actual TV show that it will be for to become a professional model on TV. And not saying I'm not, but I'm just saying it's a little bit more isolated kind of reality show.
Oh, okay.
I'm still learning about it, but it will all paid expenses, and it's a very good deal. And
you'll get a vacation to like Hawaii or something?
Yes. I would love nothing more but to get a lot of votes for it. I'm on there, Maria Gaudet. And Miss Dawn Reese is definitely a mentor of it. She's I think she's one of the producers, or she just got elected for it. So excuse me, but I'm still learning.
Hey, we're always learning.
She just said you need to
Yes.
get on and try to get as many votes. And I read about it, and I'm like, dang, I would really love that. I really would. Because it would not only allow a new opportunity, but it would also help with the fact of my area of what I'm trying to do, get the
Right.
message out and help.
Yes.
And it would help out a lot.
Oh,
It would.
Because the wonderful thing is my little mantra that I've come up with, right? When you realize that you're not good at the typical things in life, you just become a celebrity.
That's right.
When you're not good at being in a regular 9-to-5 job, just pushing the buttons or being on the computer, you become a celebrity and inspire people.
Absolutely.
So we're both on similar tracks. I'm just not always going to wear a crown. I'll bring you humor, but although I might wear a crown for my birthday. You want to come to my birthday dinner?
I'll come to your birthday dinner for sure.
Okay, it's at the Acropolis in St. Pete.
Okay.
At 8:30.
When?
This Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay.
My birthday was the day after St. Patrick's Day. So.
I have a few things going, but what time?
8:30. It's later.
Oh yeah, I know. I have a wedding. But
bring your date.
Yeah, bring a date. Yeah, it's tough in this market because when you're single.
Yeah. I know.
It really you travel a lot.
Oh,
and when you're single, it's even harder. You know so
how
many.
do you find a person to date like at your standards? Because once you're going through so much that you're going through, you realize, okay, I don't want that knucklehead, and I don't want that knucklehead, and well, that one but oh man, he's a knucklehead too. What are you gonna do?
It's really funny because me and Don Reese, we're talking just yesterday, as a matter of fact, and there's a lot of creepers we call them creepers on Facebook, and they really can scare you. But anyways, getting back to the subject.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But it is tough. You travel a lot, and it does take somebody that is strong, because you do get a lot of attention.
Yes.
I'm not saying that to try to brag.
You're not I don't find you to be a boasting person.
It's tough because
it's part of show business.
Yes.
I mean, like the A-list actors and actresses, I mean, that's why they end up with somebody in the industry that they're in, because it takes that type of person to understand everything that you go through, you know? So,
and
I think you'll be with a football guy or a hockey guy or
that
something.
Would be nice. That would be nice.
What's your type of guy anyways?
I really don't. It's the heart, genuine.
Good. And a sense of humor.
Sense of humor, for sure.
Yes.
Sense of humor. And is just them. Not anybody controlling. It doesn't put me ahead or behind them.
Right.
Right.
Right on my side. I want a best friend.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, we should start a hymn. Instead of a harem, a hymn, and then we could turn it into an event where we can auction them off, and then we'll pick them.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Start our own bachelorette series.
Yeah.
Right.
But totally do it differently than what they have on the reality show.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. I just looking for that best friend.
Yes.
Well, what I've come to realize is that when you become within yourself an emotionally available and healthy person, unless there's that other person that has done their own work within themselves, there's a lot of emotionally unavailable people, and they just don't know how to be healthy.
Right.
They'd rather stay where they're at.
Right.
And I've been there, done that, and got a T-shirt and writing a book, and I'm like, this is rather interesting. When you're emotionally unhealthy, you can get one unhealthy person after another, but the moment you become more emotionally stable and more about what you really want in your life, that's when it does become slim pickings.
It sure does. And to have someone that basically is the same page as you.
Right.
It really, really is. It gets tough. Faith and...
Yes, faith is another one. To have a spiritual
connection.
Spiritual connection.
Yes.
It's all about the soul.
And encouragement, too.
Yes.
Both parties have to be encouraging one another, not to give up. And a lot of times you'll see many folks just kind of tear off because they lose sight of both one another. And with my folks being married as long as they had, I'm looking for that same thing.
Right.
And
exactly.
It's tough. It really is.
My parents, they were married for 34, almost 35 years. Daddy, I miss you. He passed. But that is what I all of us girls have always compared our relationships to having that type of relationship and everything, of the love and the laughter and the goofiness and just
never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. And you have to be willing to put yourself out there to be vulnerable and to accept yourself and your foibles and flaws, but also be willing to do the same of that other person as well.
Absolutely.
And a lot of us, I don't know if we're jaded or we're just too scared, or, you know, it's just life in general that has kind of put those blockages up for us, and we need to bust through all of that and just be willing to love.
That's right.
Love. Float around and be like, what's that little pixie in Pinocchio?
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. I like Tinkerbell.
Oh, she's cute.
Yes.
She's cute. She's a star in my house, too.
Oh, yes.
Really? How about Cinderella?
That's a definite one.
Oh,
she thinks I am that, too.
oh.
Really?
You're waiting
You
for
go in a
Prince-
whole different world when you put the crown on.
Right.
In a 3-year-old's eyes.
Yes.
That's
You're
awesome.
waiting for Prince Charming
I
to
am.
come
That would be
galloping
nice.
in.
I drop my shoe a lot just to
See?
just to make sure if maybe Prince
Somebody
Charming
will
will
pick it
come
up.
find my shoe.
That's a good one. I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
You gotta wear a size bigger though; they fall off fast.
Right. That's true. And my feet are already big, so unfortunately,
So far, no luck.
Yes.
yes, I have to. Anyways, yeah, let's skip the shoes.
Yes,
well, I gotta
go
skip
on
the
to
shoes
something else.
because my feet are just. My dad, love my dad, but he used to say my feet were like skis. I mean, yeah, I could ski on barefoot ski.
Oh my goodness!
I was just supposed to be 5'10". I got jilted out of that one too because
Oh my goodness!
I was a gymnast and it stunted my growth, but I got out of it just in time to reach 5'6".
Yeah.
But 5'9" when you see me.
You're too much.
Yep, that's what they say. But I'm ultimately here to inspire people, and motivate people.
Good.
I created this little play shop that I have yet to launch, which is Core Laugh Along and Dance. And core means concepts of reality, because it's always about how we want to perceive our reality is what makes our reality. So it's all about reawakening your core and living through your core, which is also your heart. So I've created something that I want to start doing with people, along with what we do is we chant Om, which is the vibration of the universe. It's the sound of the universe.
Wow.
So when you chant Om, you're raising the vibration and the frequency.
Wow.
And then what happens, people's lives are shifting left and right for the better.
Oh my goodness.
And that's what Mama Kay and I are doing for people. And that's,
It's amazing.
yeah.
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can
Crowns
also...
off to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you.
Instead of hats, it's crowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So-
you.
I
Thank you.
That's part of the ministry
Mhm.
that I'm creating, because I am a minister. Shh. And I can do weddings and stuff like that. And that's part of what I really want to do.
Wow.
I really just want to light people up.
Yeah. And you sure do. You got that vibe, doesn't she? Has a vibe. Good job, Mom.
Yes. Thank
Good
you.
job,
Thank
Mom.
you.
That's
Yep.
fabulous.
Yeah, it's great.
So have you started? I mean,
We
when are you launching it?
we have really been launching it in little pockets of people,
Mhm.
because it's something new and we don't want to scare anybody. You know, if they're not aware of that, we don't want to scare them or whatever. So we're just doing it in little pockets of people, and then they're reporting back to us, oh my gosh, when you did that, we felt the energy and the this and the that. And then afterwards, my whole life just shifted and changed. And now I'm going to be moving to California. And now this is happening and that's happening. And we're like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
To get that, it just inspires you to go stronger.
yes.
You know, when
exactly.
you have somebody and you really help them,
Yes.
and that's why and anytime I meet somebody, I really, and sometimes they take it the wrong way. They'll think, oh, she likes me.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like, no, I
You're
do
just
like you as a
friendly.
person,
Right.
Yes.
but not like that. And
Exactly.
and that will lead into a lot of trouble.
Mhm.
And not just that. I am so. Oh, it's hard to explain, but when somebody gets that way, I hold it against me all day long. I think about it.
No.
Don't
try to
hold
fix
against-
it.
No.
I try to fix it because I want that person to
Oh.
like me, but
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
When that happens, you're beating yourself up. There's no need to beat yourself up because they're dealing with their own thoughts of their own mind contents.
right.
You're just being who you are. And just allow that to be. You're beautiful. darling. God is putting you exactly where He wants you to be.
Yes.
And honestly, I get what you're saying because I can be misconstrued in so many ways. I actually got released from a job that I truly enjoyed. I was giving love to children and families, and I was very positive, but they absolutely did not like me, and they created lies and accusations to get rid of me. So, trust me, I understand where you're coming from, but I've realized within myself, you can't please everybody, and everyone's going to like you, and that's just the way it is.
When I started in this career, that was one thing that they pointed out that was a huge importance.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody has their exact look that they're looking for. So come in knowing that you're going to be rejected or declined.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, that helps out a lot when they tell you no.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not don't hold it offense. Don't
No.
take it personal. They just have a certain look,
And if you don't meet
you don't
it,
get it, move on to the next.
right.
Right.
And that's what they told me back in the day. They're like, you have a very unique look.
One.
You look like a combination of Blossom, Bette Midler, Barbara Streisand, Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
Well, goodness, am I an alien or what?
Sure.
And now I'm looking in Hollywood and all these actresses coming up, like Scarlett Johansson. She kind of has my look. I'm older than you, Johanna. Scarlett, Johanna, Hanson, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Blossom is coming back out of the woodwork. I like her just because she's a genius. She got her degree in
PhD?
a PhD in neuroscience.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, I really love intellectually geeky people. Were you ever a geek?
I was.
Yes.
I finished.
Geeks unite.
I
Yes.
finished. I'm one that does many things as far as career goes. You never know where one will bring you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say be cool, stay in school,
Mm-hmm.
because it motivated me my whole life. And I ended up stopping right after I graduated.
Oh.
And then I came back to go to college.
Right.
And I finished my degree in marketing management. And it also it's really amazing how everything happens for a reason, because it all incorporates to who I am today.
Mm-hmm.
What I finished.
Yes.
And it's amazing how
Did you
everything
end up
works
getting
out.
your bachelor's degree?
I did.
Good job.
In
Yeah.
marketing management, yes. And so it
I
just
have my associates in marketing.
Yes.
it all works together. So
I was working on going back for that bachelor's or a second degree. But math and we have a lot to work out because math and I just don't get along. And it's those 6 math classes.
No, I'm not no school whiz by all means. I just got by, but it's still, I knew I had to get
it's
done.
It's an accomplishment, no matter what. And it does boost your confidence within yourself.
Absolutely. You like you said, you love yourself for doing what you did.
Right.
So, yes. Definitely. I'm happy about it. So.
Oh, definitely.
That's good. And congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, no more blonde jokes.
No.
We're intelligent, fabulous, and funny.
Yes.
How you doing? Well, I believe the time is coming to an end. And do you have a website or any way that people can contact you or email you?
My Facebook page is right now, they're constructing because I just received the title, or I earned it.
Yes.
And there's a lot going on. There's a lot of sponsorships that I'm trying to get out there and pick up so that I can move forward and do my charities and stuff like that. So all this being said, they're constructing one right now, a website. I'm on that Fashion Hero website. My Facebook page, who you can find, Maria Gaudette, how you spell it, MariaGauddette. And then they said I should have a website up and rolling in about a week. 2 weeks.
Oh, beautiful.
Because I have a lot of model photos they're trying to put all in there and personalize it and make it up to date.
Right, so. Definitely. And when you do any pageants, anybody in the pageant industry or interested in getting into pageants, when would you say is the best time to get into it? Or can you be somebody...
When your heart and when you know you're ready, you're ready. Okay. Whether whatever age it is. And again, I'm bringing her name up again as Dawn Reese. She also the Dawn Reese Show also has she's just amazing. People like her, it will bring the light back.
We'll send her my way.
I will. I'll have her come on one time.
Yes. I would love to chat with her because it's all chatting here. Yes. We just have a good time and chat and get to know you, and then you become my BFF. No, just kidding. I know you have your BFF.
Oh, no, I don't. That's another thing, too, is when
really?
you do lose sight of, because you're busy. And they've got their lives, and you got yours that you're running, and so it's tough to find somebody close. So I keep Mom close to me.
Of course. You see how close I keep mine.
My mom's real close to me, too. She was, she's definitely my BFF.
Right.
Yeah, we'll all have to do a luncheon or something sometime.
Absolutely.
Whenever your
mom
comes to visit you, because she does come to Florida.
She lives here.
Oh, she does live here.
She lives here. She's my nanny for my daughter.
Oh, so. Beautiful. Fantastic. Okay, great. Mom, you're coming on the show next time. Just letting you know now.
Absolutely. She's definitely inspiring.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. I hope you had a good time.
I did. I did. I had the best.
Awesome.
But I'll have my schedule and everything up on the website. So
okay, very good. And
I would like to bring you to a few things if you ever were interested.
I would be honored.
This Sunday, I have to judge a pageant up in Lakeland. It's a little Miss Preteen Florida.
I love that.
I get to judge it, and this Sunday I have to. So.
You want me to be your gal pal?
End of April. Oh yes, please.
All right.
End of April too. They're all coming in with. It's just whatever I can make it. I'm going to try.
Right. I got this brand new car. So
fun. You like to drive it?
Yes.
I'm the same way.
So I would, just give me a ring. My weekends are suddenly open.
Okay.
And whenever you want someone extra, a wing woman,
I would love that.
Yes.
It would be a great time. I mean, it would be a learning experience for me as well. You can teach me some things, tricks of the trade.
We're also participating in a lot of, oh goodness, I hate that when that happens.
My crown.
I gotta teach you the secrets on how to keeping them babies on.
Oh,
yes.
There is that special way, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Anyways.
Bobby pins.
Yeah. Bobby pins, yeah.
We could even go shopping.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I love that.
Thrift shopping.
It's getting nice because these photo shoots they have me doing, they're bringing me the clothes, and I'm wanting to create my own line of clothes someday.
That
that
was
would
something
be
in
a
my
dream.
mind that I always wanted to do too.
That's one of my goals. I'm gonna definitely try.
But I've realized that thrift shopping
And perfume too.
and perfume, yes, definitely perfume. Provocative Woman is my favorite one, but that's just saying. Anyways,
Just saying.
he's giving me the finger.
No.
It's that one finger. This is the #1 show.
Yeah.
And you should be watching either Late Enough with Mama J from 7 to 8 or Mama J Speaks Unlimited from 2 to 3 on Thursdays, because you meet amazing guests like Maria, and you have a wonderful co-host, Mama K. And then, of course, you have me, Mama J. And we love being here, entertaining you, inspiring you, motivating you, anything to get you up and get you lighted. So thank you for joining us, and don't be shy. Call in sometime. We'd love to talk to you. Take care. Bye, Zach.
Thank you.
Bye.